Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
On the hotspot today, if South Africa go on to win this test match, Paul, do you think it'd be considered an upset, or do you think it's something that's expected?
No, I would say totally an upset, particularly from what we saw in the first test match. I mean, India dominated on day one of that first test in the first day of the series. And I didn't think South Africa had the batting, personally, to be able to bounce back. I think it was a spectacular effort at the Wanderers by one person in particular, Dinesh Karthik, to get them over the line here. And even in this test match, you felt that when you look at the two teams, you keep thinking to yourself, well, surely the strength lies with the India team compared to when you compare it to South Africa. So I would think it would be an upset. Yes, they haven't won here, and it is local conditions. But you guys have got an awesome bowling lineup, able to get wickets and bowl teams out. So I think it would be knowing the personnel in the South African side, where they've come from, how inexperienced some of them are, for them to get over the line and beat India, who's rated number one in the world. Yeah, I think it would be a surprise for me. I don't know. What would you say on that?
Same, Polly, absolutely. I think it'd be a massive upset, and I say that because obviously this Indian team have travelled well in the recent past. They beat Australia in Australia. They've obviously beaten New Zealand in a test. They've beaten England in 2 tests. So they've been travelling well. They've been World Test Championship runners-up. So they have some pedigree. The batsmen are high quality. The bowlers have been obviously the strong force, so to say. Whereas obviously in South Africa, over a period of time, some of the big names that you're usually used to in terms of the Amlas, the Faf du Plessis, the AB de Villiers, they haven't been playing. So the batting looked very light for me. And when you go into a test match with light batting, more often than not, you're always, behind the 8 ball. So I assume that India would actually have it much easier than what they've been having right now. But it's the one thing that you always go to South Africa and realize is that the fighting spirit, the fortitude, there's not many countries who can fight with that. I think South Africa have been up there with those 2 attributes, and that's what has put them in a commanding position heading into day 4.